Hello there, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Welcome. I'm glad that you guys are here. This is wonderful. It has been too long. No, it hasn't. It's been the right amount of time. Um, I feel very, very rejuvenated today. I feel very good today. I hope you guys do too. So welcome. If you are new to my channel, every week, except for the past couple of weeks, we look at the next 7 or so days. I do say or so because oftentimes divine timing comes into play, but we look at your material world, your spiritual world, and then we look into your love life. All of these things are often related, so we'll kind of see where it goes and takes us. This week we are using the Wild Unknown Tarot by, is this one Chris Ann? I want to say it's Chris Ann. Oh, no. I'm being very, very wrong here. One second. Kim Kranz. Kim Kranz, not Chris Ann. Oops. So anyways, Kim Kranz, Wild Unknown Tarot. This week's candles that I create for you, my subscribers. This one is love. Of course, if you are new here, I create these candles for subscribers. They are for your highest good. This one, I included hibiscus right here at the top. It should start burning actually during your reading. Hibiscus is traditionally used in love and lust magic. So this is quite a passionate love that we are bringing in for this week. Obviously, because we have Valentine's Day coming up, I'll probably do it for the whole month, to be honest. It's going to be kind of fun. We'll see. And then this one is it was kind of an unexpected blessing candle because I had all of these colors and I wasn't really sure what they were going to be. And so I kind of left it up to Spirit to guide me as to what the blessing would end up being for this. And it came out beautifully. It's a blessing, unexpected blessing for your highest good and highest self. I very much see, the chakra opening at the very top of your body, just kind of buzzing here. So take that as it resonates. If that is something that you really were looking for, I do think that this is for you. So again, all you have to do is subscribe to receive those blessings. And let's jump into it with the Wild Unknown Tarot right away. Spirit guides, ancient ancestors, divine, what do my beautiful Aries need to know for the next 7 or so days in their material world, please, Spirit? What do Aries need to know for the next 7 or so days? Next 7 or so days for Aries. This is a slightly different setup, you guys, so you might not even realize it, but I should be able to do a little bit more with this setup. So expect new videos and lives and all of that now. Okay. Aries, next 7 or so days, Spirit. What can they expect in their material world? Woo! Jumper out the gate. We do have the 9 of Swords coming out right away. So I do feel like a lot of you guys, maybe it's just because I was gone. If you guys haven't, which, oh my God, that just makes my heart. Hopefully you guys, were feeling like, what I'm hearing is that some of you guys have been feeling really anxious recently, and that a lot of you have been feeling like almost overly guided is what I'm hearing. Like you've been getting advice and like just a ton of different information has been in your head, and it's just been like sifting through all of that, and it's been causing more anxiety than having like just a very clear plan. And I said maybe it's because I was gone, because it's like maybe some of you have come to rely on just one person's advice and then having that taken away, or maybe not being able to rely on that. And it might not be me, you guys, I'm sorry that, that's my Leo coming out, but of course it could be anybody that maybe you have come to rely on, and you feel like, okay, well, now I've got to ask somebody else because they're not there right now. you know, maybe your boss was out, or a coworker was out. And so what I'm getting is that for a while, it was just like, there was just too much information. It was like, who am I supposed to trust? Who am I supposed to go with? This is ridiculous. And it could also be one of those people that you work with that, overstimulates. Is that the word? It's like every time they talk to you, it's just way too much information, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Let's keep going here. What's going on this week, Spirit, for my beautiful Aries? Yeah, there it is again. Another 9. So we are coming out of this, you guys, but it does look like you've been putting up for it with it for a little while. I do feel like you're a little exhausted, though, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, because it does feel like you kind of went through it. One more, though. And it does feel like I'm hearing like a moon cycle. Yeah, it does feel like it could have been a coworker that was kind of causing this anxiety at work. Okay, Aries. But wonderful. The bottom of the deck is Mother of Wands. This could be your energy. This is fiery energy. Someone that is very confident at work. She could be, and it doesn't have to be a her, you guys. We just did this in our Discord channel here. That there is a very confident, magical, divine feminine awakening happening right now, at least within, you know, my subscribers within our Discord. And I was very specific to say that this is not a gender specific thing. So when I get this very confident Mother of Wands, yes, she's a very protective energy. She's got a very nurturing energy, but these are not gender specific terms. These are things that we are nurturing within ourselves as well. Okay, so I do see you guys coming out of this week. I am telling you guys that it does feel like it's very exhausting. I feel exhausted just reading this for you. I don't necessarily think that everybody has, what is it, like your best, your highest good at heart at work, but it is almost over as far as having to kind of really watch yourself at work. I'm kind of getting like a nimbleness that you've had to partake in. That's kind of, I really do think that you've been taking it to heart and taking it home with you as well. So maybe you've been having some trouble sleeping because of this, but I do think that this is going to be over pretty soon here. With this fox here, my 7 of Swords, I have this fox. It has a one eye open. They're not really feeling like they can go to sleep just yet. They don't feel like they're super comfortable, but I do think that that is going to end fairly soon here. So let's get some clarifying cards out here, you guys. My beautiful Aries. What deck, Spirit, should we use to clarify? All right, so we're going to start out with the Enchanted Map Oracle. This is by Colette Baron Reed. Wonderful human being. Please, please, please follow her. I adore her. I think she does have a YouTube somewhere. I haven't followed it, I'll be honest. I should take my own advice, but I do follow her on Facebook. It is Black History Month, and she put out a beautiful post about that, and I adore her. So if you are interested, actually, even I think that you should, even if you're not interested, you should go and check her out and look for that post. I think it was February 1st. What is this 9 of Swords here for, Spirit? Thank you. Magic prayer. Yeah, I think what I'm hearing is that some of you guys, it's been keeping you up and you're, please let me go to bed. So please let me go to sleep. Stuck in the mud is the bottom of the deck here. So I do feel like this has been slowing you down, or you've been feeling like you can't really get out of this. But I'm feeling like that is divine protection. Spirit is trying to take care of you in a work situation right now. And even though it feels like there is not a lot of progress, that is on purpose. Okay. You are being protected. With the 7 of Swords, I'm hearing an escape is at hand. Escape is at, what is that, Spirit? An escape is in the offing. Okay, that's very old school. It kind of sounds a little like a British, spy drama or something like that. Like it feels very much like you're about to get out of this situation though, and it might be something that you have to plan around someone and their anxious beliefs or patterns. But I do think that you're getting out of it, and I think that Spirit has heard your prayer, is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's get another deck out here, Spirit. All right, we are going to use the Work Your Light. Rebecca Campbell. I did just receive her other deck as well. Oh, there it is. So that might come out. It's very beautiful. It's very similar to this one, the energy as well. So I'm sure that this is going to come out for you guys soon. For my beautiful Aries, this 9. What is this? 9 of Wands. Almost over. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. Bottom of this deck is don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Oh my God, Aries, what are you doing? I would never think of an Aries that dims to fit in, so it's kind of weird to me that you have to do this, and I did feel like you were tiptoeing around something here. And it could just be because this person feels a little fragile to you, and since you have such strong energy, you're worried, you know, that if you speak up or, you know, please, you know, calm down or whatever it is. You know, we don't tell people to calm down because that doesn't help. But I feel like maybe they do come across as a little overwhelming to you, Aries. And so you've been like, how do I navigate this situation? How do I get around, you know, their, I don't know. It's like they're coming across as not necessarily neurotic or neuroses. I just get like this flood of information whenever I see them approach you. It's just like this flood of just words and you trying to shift through all of that. So Spirit is like, it's okay for you to put up a boundary. Okay. It's absolutely okay for you to, especially with the 9 of Wands here, the 9 of Wands can be very much about putting up boundaries and saying, hey, you know what, like this is a little overwhelming for me and it's really affecting my work. And so I'm going to have to ask you to only come to my desk, you know, during these hours, you know, for this amount of time. You know, I'm going to put a timer up or something like that. Like it does feel very much like where you're going to have to put up some very strong boundaries around this person. With break the chain being here as well, it's like they might see you as someone who owes them something, someone that is like that they're entitled to your time somehow. And so this is just saying like, yeah, okay, I get that, like, you know, maybe it's like you're related to them or something, you know, or you know, maybe you're a feminine and they just think, oh well, she's nurturing, you know, and so I can complain to them and, you know, and they have to listen to me or whatever. Like I think that there's like this, they feel like there's a power imbalance and they're taking advantage of it, and there isn't one. And Spirit's like, it's okay for you to stand up for yourself and say, it's just super weird that you keep coming over here, bud. You know, like you're allowed to do that, you guys. Okay, let's get another deck out here, please, Spirit. What's another deck for my... All right, we're going to use the Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. And this one is for the 7 of Swords, Spirit. What is going on with this one? 7 of Swords. My beautiful Aries, Spirit. Well, okay, that's enough. I got it. 7 of Swords. Hostilities. Yeah, it's totally this work-related thing. 7 of Swords does remind me a little bit of the 5 of Swords, but this is it's a less openly hostile environment. The 5 of Swords is like a win at all costs thing, so people don't really care if people see them as hostile. This person might actually care, and you might care too, so it's like, I don't want to come across as being like a typical, you know, like hot-headed Aries, which I don't see a lot of you guys being like that, by the way. I think that that's a weird stereotype with most of my Aries. You know, fiery, yes, hot-headed. I've seen the tempers, but it's not nearly as bad as people think. I think that here, though, that you do have someone here that is maybe a little passive aggressive. And so this is what you're kind of tiptoeing around, because you're like, okay, I can see how they would start to undermine me if I do speak out. And they might be, you know, they might be willing to throw me under the bus for things. They might be willing to say things about me that aren't necessarily true. Like, there's something here that you have to be very weary about, because I think that in their self-defense mode, they might be willing to be a little deceptive. You know, I think I'm tiptoeing around that as well. It's like I'm trying to work around their energy without saying it, but I do feel like I'm almost getting this power imbalance, because it's like they for so long have been allowed to be very deceptive and very manipulative, and like you're being targeted, and you feel that, and you're like, how is it that I'm going to get out of this? Because nobody really gets out of this. They could have tenure or something like that at your job, and so it's like, okay, they're never going to change, they're never going to quit, they're never going to leave. How do I get myself out of this? The bottom of the deck with contract here, I think that this is going to be a situation in which you have to document again, you guys. I think, again, with the 9 of Wands being here, the answer is for you, one, not to give up, but for you to document and put up very clear boundaries, okay? So let's get one more here. Let me, I just made my move, and so I can't remember which side. Yeah, okay. All right, so Spirit, one more message about work. For Aries. Yeah. Be mindful at work. Not everyone has your best interests at heart. That's exactly what I'm feeling. Like, this person is the little shady. Switch to an abundance mindset. The anxieties are coming from a fear-based scenario in which, and I think that they do this on purpose. I think that they might even be the kind of person that's like, you have to support me because I've been here for so long, and there's no way that, like, people are going to believe you over me. Like, there's something that they hold over people. And I think that, one, you need to set up your boundaries, obviously. Like, that's a given. But I also think that you need to not give in to those fears. I think that what I'm actually seeing is to, like, it's like a way of visualizing. I want you guys to see a goal ahead that looks over the, like, actual head of this person. So how do I describe this? So say you want to be promoted, right? Or say that there's a wage increase that you are going for, and maybe they are also going for it too. I don't want you to focus on them going for it too. I want you to just focus on the promotion itself or the wage increase itself, and, like, just kind of phase them out of the goal at all. Like, it's not the competition with them, it is the goal and how to get there, okay? So, like, they're not even a part of it. That's the abundance mindset, that all you see is the finish line. You don't see all of the things that could go wrong getting there. You only see the things that are going to be your stepping stones to get there. Like, look at these stairs here, and you see all the sticks that are up here. You can still quite clearly make it up the stairs, okay? You can, all right? There is a way to get up there. I don't want you to focus on the fact that it's difficult. There's still a way to get up those stairs, okay? Gosh, I hope that makes sense. Yep. Oh my gosh, the bottom of the deck is watch out. Someone at work is out to get you. So yes, we know this. I want you guys to be careful. Document everything. This Mother of Wands energy here is telling you guys that you are stronger than this. And I really don't think that... I think that they might be afraid of all of your confidence and your hard work and all of that fiery energy, but I don't think that they can really do much, okay, you guys? I really think that if you document and you're really being careful here and you keep your eye on the prize, you'll be okay, all right? Keep those boundaries up. Keep those boundaries up. Okay, Let's move into love life. If you guys are leaving me here because you are not interested, thank you so much for being here. Make sure that you subscribe so you receive these beautiful blessings from these candles that I have created for you. And love, 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 love. Okay, let me put these aside. And we use the Modern Love Tarot for love. Spirit guides, aging ancestors, divine, tell me about Aries and their love life. Wow. There's the Nine of Swords again, in the exact same position, you guys. This is starting to affect your love life. I'm sorry. Maybe it's someone that you work with. For some of you. And they're holding that over. Hanged Man energy. Jeez Louise, you guys. The Tower. All right, you guys. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords. Aries. We are in the shadow period still of Venus retrograde, but she is going direct, as is Mercury. So Mercury was retrograde, and she is, well, we'll say she, doesn't matter, I guess, but Mercury is also going forward, but she is also stationary right now. So communications and love and relationships are a little stagnant right now, but they are improving. I say this because I feel like you guys have been feeling very stuck lately with the Hanged Man energy. And what I'm feeling is that a lot of it, how do I say this without like pissing you guys off? A lot of it has been what you have been attracting in your own mind. With that abundance mindset card that we had earlier just now, when you get stuck in this pattern of thought that is, you know, I'm not going to attract this person again, or I only seem to attract these kinds of people, you know, and then you keep attracting these kinds of people because we're not really thinking of the kind of person that we deserve and the kind of person that we want to be with and the kind of person we want to be in a relationship as well. So we get kind of stuck in a pattern. And what I'm feeling like with this Hanged Man is that I feel like some of you guys were waiting for someone to bring you out of this pattern of thought versus you bringing yourself out of this pattern of thought. And what's going to happen is the universe is bringing you out of this pattern of thought, but it's not going to be as fun as it would have been had you guys brought yourself out of this. Okay, so let me explain. Okay, we're going to get there, you guys. We're going to get there together. I do think that you are releasing yourself out of a pretty harsh time. I really think that some of you guys were really beating yourself up quite a bit. Just like some of you, it was bad. Like, I'm not good enough for love. Nobody's ever, you know, going to be the person that I think. Everybody that I fall in love with ends up hurting me. Like, all of these, I'm getting quite a few different terrible thoughts, and I think I'm getting kind of the worst of the worst, to be honest. I think that for some of you, they're not as bad, but I'm getting the worst of the worst so that you guys understand that these thoughts have power, that if they are allowed to kind of take hold into our mind, where we stay up at night, where we have nightmares about them, where it's like they're clearly becoming a part of our psyche. It's very hard for us to break that pattern. And the Hanged Man here, I think, put you in a position where Spirit was like, okay, we've got to break this. Okay, we've got to take you out of this because it's hurting you. And they, of course, you know, your spiritual squad does not like you being in this much pain. I feel like a lot of you guys were in a lot of mental anguish and pain for quite some time, and you were brought out of this. Some of you have been single for quite a while. Some of you, if you are in a relationship right now, it may have been after a very long time of just really beating yourself up. And God forbid this was someone who did this, you know, who said these things to you and then you started believing them, because I swear I will find them. I just did like a Liam Neeson thing. But yeah, I'm kind of getting this really, I'm getting that the universe is stepping in, you guys. This is good news, okay? I want you to know that it is good news, but I am going to tell you that it comes after a very long battle with yourself, it feels like, okay? Let me continue. We're going to clarify here. 1 second. Okay, thank you. We're going to clarify with, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to move the camera. I had a calendar alert and it was blocking the timing on here, and that drives me nuts. So these are the Lovers Oracle. I'm going to put the box up here so I can quit forgetting the creator of this. But all you have to do is Google Lovers Oracle and then you'll find it. Heart-shaped Lovers Oracle. I mean, it's like the only one that's like this, but... Okay, beautiful Aries. The anxiousness, and it's like after this long period of finally taking care of yourself, because this like Spirit put you in it, I do think that this is clearing up for you guys, but it was not pretty, you know? It wasn't pretty. Nine of Swords, please, Spirit. Let's clarify this energy. My beautiful Aries, what can they expect in love? I'm not taking those. I'm sorry, you guys. I am a little clumsy right now. What can they expect in love? I'm not taking this. Thank you. Friendship. This could have been someone that you were friends with first and that's been keeping you up. Shouldn't you, is what I just heard. For some of you, Aries, it's like you might be really, really wanting to make a move on someone. Oh, that didn't sound good. Okay, for some of you, I do think that this could be it. That you wanted to make a move on someone, and the idea of doing that, like, if I make this move, it could ruin everything. If it's like, what if they don't like me back? These kinds of things have been keeping you up at night. But I do think that, you know, stalling and this is a spiritual protection thing. I think that you not making a move was actually the right move, because we do have the Tower here. And Spirit is like, what I'm hearing is that for your right person, Aries, you do want to take the time with them to nurture that bond of friendship first. So even if you have like these really strong feelings for them, you want to make sure that your feelings of friendship are the strongest feelings that you have. I hope that makes sense. Let's keep going here. Hanged Man here, please, Spirit. We're not doing that. Hanged Man, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, this is very much like, okay, this is what I was feeling. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. This was that beating yourself up feeling that I was getting, and spirit putting you into this position where you're like protected. Okay, like, yes, you deserve love. Yes, you deserve joy. Yes, you deserve all of these things. Please stop beating yourself up and believing that you don't deserve any of these things, because otherwise we are gonna, like, we don't want you to think these things anymore. So we're gonna, you know, we're going to create a tower situation, a tower moment to shake things up to the point that you wouldn't believe that about yourself anymore. Okay. I'm really, like, I was getting some very anxious feelings about you, and and it could have been, you know, the feelings of beating yourself up could have been like, oh, you know, if I tell this person how I feel about them, they are going to never speak to me again, because there's no way they would ever return those feelings. It's so, like, I'm getting this really, it's a heartbreaking feeling that, like, not believing in one, true love and yourself. And I'm just like, Aries, especially, you know, a couple of my, you know, wonderful human Aries that I've been friends with for, you know, years and years and years. And, you know, I know them right now that they are single and they are doing really, really well, and they are wonderful human beings. And I know what they post, you know, on Facebook or whatever, and I know they're watching, you know, and they're like, oh geez, don't worry, I'm not going to say your name or anything, ladies, but I know how incredible you are as humans, and I promise if I ever knew that you were saying these things to yourselves, like, you couldn't stop me from the hug. One of you is very far away, so it's a little difficult, but I'm just beside myself right now because I know how beautiful your hearts are. The Tower Spirit, one more please. What is going on for my lovely Aries? They're so incredible, and I'm just like, I keep hearing this was protection, not rejection. Okay, you guys? So someone needed to hear that. Protection, not rejection, and healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Some of you maybe got out of a relationship fairly recently, or this could have been a long time ago with the Tower energy and the Hanged Man energy. This could be on a divine timeline, you guys. So this could have happened ages ago. You know, this could have been past life stuff, but this is saying right now we are in an energy of healing because you are attracting someone who is able to heal as well. You are attracting someone who has been in this divine protective energy as well. All right, we're not going to attract someone who creates anxiety within yourself. You know, like, I don't know if you had been in a relationship where they maybe said some things about you that and you stayed up thinking about those things, you know, like, oh, maybe I am too much. And Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, if I ever hear a person tell you that you are too much, I will fly across the room. All right, bottom of the deck is life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. This is very much both of these cards' energies. Change is going to happen regardless, okay? It is best for you to just allow it to happen, okay? Another thing that I'm hearing is that for some of you, if you are in a relationship that isn't going very well right now, Spirit just told me we are letting go of something that we think is good because something that is better is coming, okay? This card, the Hanged Man, can be about sacrifice. And what I heard was we sacrifice what is good for the sake of what is better, okay? Let's move into the Romance Angels cards. Before we wrap up with Island Time Wellness, Spirit for Aries. This actually ended up being pretty good, and we'll keep going here. Yep, trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. You guys, some of you, I just literally saw, like, this is very sweet. I saw you hanging out with a friend group, and I do think that I have an Aries here that's kind of smitten with a friend. And I think that this is wonderful. I do think that it kind of keeps you up a little bit. Now, if you're supposed to be with your friend, what I heard is trust that you will be with them. If you're not, trust that you will be with the right person. Okay, so either way, trust that what is meant for you is not going to pass you by. All right. The Hanged Man, Spirit. The Hanged Man. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, release your ex. Yeah, I do think that for some of you, this is, you are in a relationship, and it is time to let it go because you have something better coming in. For some of you, you are not in a relationship, and it's because perhaps this caused you anxiety in the past. There was someone that did cause anxiety in the past, and it's not necessarily that this was it could be like that you think about them quite often. It could be like, oh, they were a wonderful person and I would really like to get back with them. And Spirit is like, you really do need to let them go. If they are meant for you, they will not pass you by, okay? And this isn't to say that you're not going to be back with them. It is to say that it is time to let it go, because again, what is meant for you will never truly be lost to you, okay? Thank you, Spirit. I will not forget that. Thank you. Engagement. Yeah, so Spirit did remind me while I was shuffling, and that's why I said thank you. I will not forget that. That the Tower card is followed by the Star card, which is also a card of healing. And so Spirit wanted to remind me that there is still hope and that a wish is coming true for you guys. And with engagement coming out, if that wish is for marriage, that is still going to happen, okay? If it's for a higher level of commitment, that is still going to happen. It might not be with the person that you currently are with. If that is not supposed to be, then know that it is with someone that is better, because we have that star energy there. It is someone that is divinely meant to be in your life. And some things are raised to the ground so that something better can be built on that foundation, okay? Bottom of the deck is finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. For some of you, I'm getting that some of you are single right now, and the reason is because you are working on, you know, like this rebuilding phase, but the rebuilding is like, is truly like who you are as a person, like rebuilding, you know, like what makes you tick, what makes you happy, because you are bringing in someone who would like those same things. I'm actually seeing like in the past, maybe you love to travel and you were attracting in people who were like, oh, I won't get on a plane, you know, and you're like, okay, I guess I'll just do that solo. And so now you're actually working on the things that really make you happy so that you can bring that in, okay? All right, Aries, one last card. All right, Island Time Wellness Spirit. What do my Aries need to know? Not today. Not dealing hurt, avoiding a conversation, call person, boundaries, and still angry. Yeah, you guys, I do think that a lot of this, for some of you, it is maybe a lack of boundaries. We had that in the first part of it. Really sticking up for yourself too is what I'm hearing. Some of you, I did hear that you were, maybe the sticking up for yourself is to yourself because you had those anxious thoughts. But again, I'm hearing that some of you, those anxious thoughts were planted by someone, and that's not okay, you know? And I really think that I feel like some of you are standing up for yourselves, okay? Am I taking the Spirit? Okay, Spirit said no, so no. All right. Release your ex. The snake. Wow. Okay, as I was saying, release your ex, the snake came out. This is possible that someone cheated on you recently, you guys, and this has put you in this situation where you have to let go of someone for the sake of someone better, because the right person would never put you in a position like this, okay? It says competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. I do also think that this could be just someone who isn't, they just don't have your best, it might not be the other woman, it could be another position, you know, that they are putting you in. Like maybe they are putting their work first. We did see that finances and career. So maybe, you know, you're just not a priority. You're not even in the top 5. It just kind of feels like, oh, yeah, hey, yeah, no, I'm going to hang out with my friends again. And it's just like, oh, okay, well, I never see you. So it's giving me those kinds of vibes. But I also just kind of feel like someone isn't being completely honest. With the Hanged Man energy, which is very Neptunian and Piscean, you know, because like this is a very psychic energy, and it's like right before you decide that I would rather release everything and just have it all, you know, start over, fresh and new. It's because you know that you deserve better. Okay. Some of you, I'm feeling like this is on a divine timeline, that this has already happened in the past and that you are moving into this very soon. So some of you are single is what I'm saying, and that you already were with someone who treated you pretty poorly. And it was like you had this moment of recognition. And I really feel like it was more like a psychic intuition for many of you, and it was confirmed, and then you moved into this portion, which is beautiful and is coming up for you. Okay, the engagement, please. Spirit. Girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment and having fun. I do think for a lot of you, what I was picking up on is the breakup, but that is because you are moving into something much better. Some of you are going to meet someone while you're out with your friends, is what I'm hearing, that you are going to eventually end up being with. For some of you, I'm actually getting that this is, gosh, from the beginning when I was thinking that someone has a crush on a friend here, and it could be my Aries that has a crush on a friend, or a friend that has a crush on my Aries, but I do think that this is like someone in your friend group. It can be same sex, doesn't have to be. It's just like someone that you're that comfortable with. I think that the girl talk one, first of all, guys are like that too, so I don't know why we have to gender this at all, but it is, okay? So just enjoying time with people, and I think that that is an ideal relationship anyways. So even though this says girl talk and it's just like, oh, I'm happily single and I'm with my friends, I actually kind of see this as like an ideal relationship as well. So I hope that makes sense, because I do think that some of you guys are moving into that sort of relationship, okay, where it's like, this is my best friend. Okay. And you're gonna move, oh, I almost said move in. So for some of you, that's something that you're moving towards. Okay. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. So I do think that this is happening for a lot of you guys. Remember, what is meant for you is not going to pass you by. So Aries, this is beautiful energy. I do think that it felt like a huge shakeup. Okay. It didn't feel good, but it did have to happen. And I do think that the universe brought this on. Okay. Because you don't deserve to have these moments of any doubt, of any fears, of all of these anxieties, any time that, I love my beautiful, confident Aries, my wonderful humans. And I would hate to hear the thing that was going on in the heads that I was picking up on earlier. And if I ever meet the snake here in person, you guys, it's going to be on and popping, because let's just, all right. So let's close this out with one more message of love from your guides. What do my Aries need to know for the next 7 days? One more message of love, please, Spirit. Next 7 days. Oh my God, I was just thinking of Rocky Horror Picture Show when I did that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, they don't deserve you. That's it. They don't deserve you, Aries. All right? I'm not even, you already know I'm not playing about this anymore. They don't deserve you. This person doesn't deserve you. You know who it is. Aries, if this isn't resonating, this just isn't for you. But if it is resonating, you already know they don't deserve you. Okay? If it's not resonating, it might not resonate for you right now, but it might resonate for you in the future. So just come back to these. These are timeless. But I also think for some of you, this has already happened. This could have happened like, last year, last week, 10 years ago. It's pretty timeless here with these cards. So, all right. And for those of you, I was just looking at the future here, and it says they're thinking of you right now. For some of you, you might not know who this person is. I do think for some of you, they are in your friend group that you are going to end up with, and I think it's beautiful. I'm super excited for you guys. Did I get this for you guys before? I want to say Carrie Hilson and Neo. I don't want to do the part that's in my head because it's kind of high for me, but it's the song Sometimes Love Comes Around and It Knocks You Down is what I'm getting. Just get back up and it knocks you down. So it's just the hook part of it, but I'll sing the part that I can sing because it's Neo and I have a lower voice, but it's I never, oh my gosh, it's so loud upstairs. I'm so sorry. But just look it up, you guys, because I'm going to go ahead and end this reading. It's gone on too long, but look up that song, Carrie Hilson, Neo, and it's, I think, Love Comes Around. Okay, that's what I'm getting with this Tower card. It's around you right now. It is coming out of the nowhere, you guys, and it's gonna it's gonna take you for a loop. We'll say that. Okay, love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I cannot wait to see you again. Please like this video, comment down below if it resonated, give me a huge thumbs up. I already said that, but subscribe to receive your blessings, and I will see you guys soon. Bye. Aries, I'm so sorry, I completely forgot. One more card, please, for Aries. One more card, please, for Aries. What do your spirit squad want you to know for the next 7 days? After all of that, speak love to yourself. Yes, I'm so glad that I remembered to do this for you guys, because I think that you needed that message very, very badly. Bottom of the deck is breathe, unclench your jaw, and be here right now, Aries. So I'm sending you guys love and peace and joy, and relaxation, apparently. So thank you again, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.